Hello Scorpio, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. Hope that you're all doing very well. Okay, this is your reading from the 1st to the 15th of March 2020, and it is a general and love Celtic cross that I'm doing. I will not be adding the astrology portion in these videos, but we'll be doing a separate video for that. So look out for that in the next few days. Okay, we're in Mercury Retrograde still, and we're looking to see what's going on with you. Okay, general and love. I'm also thinking of adding more love readings, particularly just for love. So I'm thinking to do that around mid-month. There will be extra readings, obviously, so look out for those. Okay, please, Spirit, for Scorpio 1st till the 15th, 2020. What's going on with Scorpio in their general life and love life? Scorpio. Okay, this is the Morgan-Greer that I'm using here. Let's take the now position. And we've got a 9 of Swords. So something that is worrying you. You feel bound and chained by some sort of a situation. Too much mental lack of clarity. That's why your head is going around in circles. You're trying to figure out a solution for something. What is your challenge? And we've got the Lovers. Your challenge is love, or some sort of a decision that you're hoping to make around a very deep connection. Now the Lovers is Gemini. You may be dealing with a Gemini person. Also, because of lack of clarity, we know that Gemini is also ruled by Mercury as well as Virgo. With the Lovers card, this is a head over heart decision. Obviously, there is no clarity. That's why you're bashing your brains out, trying to figure something out, to see something clearly. Now, with Mercury retrograding in the sign of Pisces, there is no clarity. There is a lot of confusion. So it's not a good time to make a decision. In this card, in the Morgan-Greer, I do see two people that are from a different background, different place that they've grown up. There's difference in the color of the skin. Therefore, there are differences from where they're coming from. You know, their childhood conditioning doesn't have to be physical. It can also be within. Okay. Let's take what is sitting at the root of the issue. And we've got Temperance. Yeah, Temperance to speak of. You're trying to find your healing, trying to find your footing. Know that whatever is going on, it's asking for you to be patient. Something is being worked out for you. Now, Temperance does speak of foreigners. This is the card of Jupiter. We know that Archangel Michael here is doing some sort of an alchemy. So it's asking for your patience. Meanwhile, some of you may be trying to heal a situation of the distant past that may be coming back. Okay, in the recent past, we have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This could be a message that's come through, some sort of a communication. If we're talking about business, some of you may be wanting to team up. If there is a lot that you are trying to handle, this could be sleepless nights, having a lot on your plate. You may be challenged and thinking whether you should bring on a partner. Okay, you could be also thinking or trying to expand your business to the world. Page of Pentacles does speak of promise of something that can be long-lasting. Page of Pentacles can also be an earth sign child, adolescent child. Let's take what's on your mind. And you've got the Six of Wands. This is where you are hoping to be. Six of Wands does speak of success, recognition, popularity. It can also mean that there is still ego where this connection is concerned. Now, ego comes from the, having been successful. If you have been dealing with someone that's also got Leo, I would say, in their chart. They could be someone that's very successful or recognized for their abilities. Six of Wands does speak of trying to find your balance. Also, for those of you that are hoping to expand your business, obviously the more you deal with people, the more you communicate and reach out, then the more effort you put into a situation, the more balanced you will be, the more the success will come. But I do see the challenge here with the Lovers as being difficulty with communication. So for those of you that are receiving some sort of a message, make sure that you check the message. This could even be a missed message, let's say, and that's why you're worried. You know, you're having those sleepless nights, not being able to make a decision on a partnership or love relationship. Now, there could also be differences in status. You may be dealing with someone that's all very successful, whereas you're still at the beginning. Okay, let's look at the near future. And we've got more swords, 8 of Swords. Again, around the 10th of March, I would say here, you are obviously still worried. This is a perception, dear Scorpio. Some of you have still not received the news, the clarity, and therefore you are feeling chained and bound by a situation. Could also be just a perception. Any obligations, anything that you are dealing with right now, you're feeling that you're not able to expand, to find balance. Where career is concerned, you're not able to move freely because of the 8 of Swords. Now, those of you that are worried about a love relationship concerning a Gemini, this is a perception that you are chained and bound, imprisoned, held back for some reason. Let's look at the position of you. And we've got Judgment. Some of you may have been judged in a wrong way, or you may be judging someone else, someone that was obviously in two minds in their own personal life. And this could also mean, of course, that the choice between two different people had them in two minds. For whatever reason, they felt restricted by obligations. This could be dealing with the past, and that's why they felt that they could not move freely. And if you are dealing with someone that's Sagittarian, that's got strong Sag, or a foreigner, we know that air signs, especially Sagittarius, air likes to expand. Sagittarius is also a very free-spirited sign. And I'm going to say yes, Gemini, and I'm also going to throw in Aquarius as well, because they don't like to be tied down either. So you could have those signs in your chart. Nevertheless, the Judgment card can mean an awakening, a redoing, a resurrection. Again, this is Archangel Michael that is tooting his horn and saying there is another chance coming around, another chance for breathing life into a situation. Now, Scorpio is money from other sources, your partner's money, intimacy, getting very intimate sexually and emotionally with someone. The Judgment says that another chance is coming around. Okay, let's see. Let's take your environment. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This is slow movement, if any movement at all. Knight of Pentacles is someone that from after the page, it's turning into the night. So there is a progression here. Knight of Pentacles, as I said, is slow moving, maybe not even moving, because they're planning their future. Okay, this could even be you, dear Scorpio. planning for the future, where your money is concerned, where business is concerned. You are seriously doing your homework right now. We know that Mercury retrograde, it's not the time to start something. Some of you are doing your homework at this time. I do see this card as Virgo. Virgo is looking at the details, fine-tuning things in your daily routine before you're ready to move forward. And again, if this is a partner that you are hoping that will come forth, we start off at the page and it turns into the knight. So still in the knight energies here, not that mature. Let's look at your hopes and fears. And you're hoping for a meeting, no doubt. Two of Wands, very much like Sagittarius. Two people, again, from different places are meeting up. There is a conversation. There is a new doorway opening, but this is a meeting in the middle. I would say meeting physically, maybe if there's a physical distance, you're meeting halfway. This is also a decision. You are fearing that you won't be able to make a decision if you are choosing between two people. Could it be that you are dealing with someone else who is dealing with two needing to make a decision? Nevertheless, twos are all about balance. Okay, so there is going to be a conversation here. Even though it's the position of fear or hope, I still feel that this will happen. Let's take the outcome. And we've got the Eight of Wands. Beautiful. A lot of fiery energy, dear Scorpio. Now, you are fiery because you are all about passion. You are not a fire sign, but I usually see Scorpio as very passionate, very desirous of things, and therefore you may come across as someone that is quite passionate. You go for what you desire. These are Cupid's love arrows, messages through the internet, quick changes coming in. We've got slow movement here and then it picks up pace. You do have two eights. We know eights are very good in the tarot. Eight of Wands is also, you may be wanting to traveling through the air, maybe traveling for a passionate meeting, maybe even going to meet your beloved. When I say beloved, I mean because we've got the Lovers here, and the Lovers is the challenge. So can the decision be made? Can the decision be made for this meeting? The Lovers is two people that are, again, by the angels. They are brought together for a certain reason. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck, and we've got the Hierophant. The Hierophant is Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Dear Scorpio, this is your 7th house of relationships, partnerships. Okay, now the Hierophant can speak of also doing things by the book. You may be dealing with someone that's from a different upbringing, as I said before. Now, this can speak of commitments. It can speak of two people that have got a different religion as well, because this is the card of faith. We do have two keys. Again, that speaks of choice. It is a 5, and 5s always bring in change, but we know that the Hierophant can be very spiritual as well. And the Hierophant can also speak of doing things by the book in the right way, in a certain way. This could also mean, for those of you that are dealing with a hierarchy, corporate environment in work, this does mean success with the Hierophant here. It does give you the choice of having two of something, two keys, a house and a business, 2 houses, 2 businesses. Now, you could be dealing with someone also that is the teacher, the wise one, let's say, someone who is sitting at the top of the ladder. What is at the bottom? And we've got Justice. Wow, and Justice, again, number 11, very karmic for me. Justice speaks of Libra, and Libra is partnerships, relationships. Justice can also speak of the justice system, but it can also speak of legalities where commitments are concerned. The commitments don't have to be marriage. It can be also business. Okay, so let's take some more cards, some different cards. The Connolly Tarot. Let's take another layer for you. Now, the restrictions can mean also anything to do with family, children as well, where you are feeling a sense of imprisonment. And we know that the Hierophant being Taurus, we know Uranus is transiting through Taurus. Taurus can mean the physical body, it can mean the actual earth, but it can also speak of values and comforts. Where, because it's a 5 speaks of a lack thereof. Uranus could be bringing the change. Uranus in Taurus can also speak of freedom. Uranus is the individual, right? So it's someone who doesn't want to be tied down, okay? They're not going to be tied down if they're not in a relationship that brings them comfort, love, and also values and comforts, right? So let's look at this Nine of Swords, because at this moment, you're in a difficult position here with that 9. Again, restrictions. You're tied up for some reason. And we've got the Hanging Man, which is also tied up. Now, Pisces, this is. The Hanging Man can speak of more sacrifice necessary, or it can speak of changing the way you're seeing things, changing your perspective. This can also mean enlightenment through taking time out. Now, Pisces can be very dark. We can't see what's going on there. Pisces is also about magic. It can also mean having stepped out of commitment. Also, people that are at a distance. Let's look at the Lovers card. Why is that the challenge? The Lovers. And we've got the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands to me says that obviously you've got 2 nines here. Someone has put up a wall. Someone was not ready to walk through that doorway. Some of you maybe you felt as though you've been through a lot and you're not trusting. You're not trusting yourself that you can make a decision. You're not trusting that true love as the Lovers even exists. Obviously, you've been through a lot in the past with the Nine of Wands, we know. For those of you that have put a lot of work into a love relationship, you're almost at the end of the burden. 2 nines here. Now, the Nine of Wands as being business and creativity, you have built a lot, and there is a big risk for you here in bringing a partner in, and therefore you're taking your time, you're looking for enlightenment, no doubt, before you can get to the end of this burden. And we know that the Nine of Wands is almost at the end. Let's look at the Temperance card. Some of you feel as though you can't take a lot more. It's been harsh. You're sick of things not moving, action not being taken. Let's look at Temperance, because Temperance asks for patience. And we've got the Four of Wands in your foundation, and the Four of Wands can speak of something to do with commitment in the distant past. Also, patience is asked for where your security and your stability is concerned, where business will be flourishing, but this will come with patience. Now, here we've got 2 people. This is the Marriage card. I feel as though some of you were very close to a commitment here, but for whatever reason, and with the grapes here, the grapes do speak of the end of summer, which if you're at the in the northern hemisphere part of the world, this would be speaking of September. If you're in the southern hemisphere, then this would be roughly March. So this could be an indication of where you will get stable, and the angel is saying that do not worry, just like the grapes need to ripen, So does this situation. So it's all about timing before you can have your celebration and get secure, even where business is concerned. Now, as I was saying before, if you have been dealing with someone who had strong Sag in their chart, they may have been fearing they needed their time where commitment is concerned. Let's take the Page of Pentacles in the recent past. Wow. Wow. Nine of Swords. Again. And Five of Wands. Thank God I see the Five of Wands, where you are leaving an imbalance. Here with the Nine of Swords again. Too much mental ability, too much mental undecisiveness in making a decision. Now, the Page of Pentacles is something physical, something real, something to do with your money. Some of you are taking your work and traveling with it, and that can mean that you are hoping to expand your horizons where work is concerned. Where desires and passions are concerned, you are, in the recent past, you've been at the 5, which meant disagreements, okay? Not being on the same page with your partner. Now, for those of you that may have received a message in the recent past or have sent out a message, doesn't look as though you've received that message back as of yet, as of the 10th of March. Let's look at what's crowning you with the Six of Wands, because someone's got their walls up. There's too much ego here. We've got the materialism card, and this is the devil. The devil is Capricorn. The devil can mean restrictions again with the Hierophant and the card of the devil. Similarities there. Some of you have been working hard, so hard. You're hoping for success and recognition, but the Saturnian energy is saying keep going, keep working, okay? Because this is a very strong and very karmic time with whatever's going on in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn can also be narcissism, okay? If you've been dealing with someone that is very narcissistic, someone who is, how can I say, cracking the whip, if you've been working with someone that is asking you for more effort, this is saying that with the materialism card here, this is saying that someone is very driven and they put materialism in front of integrity. So for those of you that are dealing with another fire sign, it could mean that they're all about materialism and, physical things, not spiritual things. So maybe that was a lesson, or that's a lesson that you're still going through. This could even be the person that you may have been worried about, and the person from your past, maybe that's what they're going through right now, that success was more important to them than actually being somewhat of integrity. So this is very karmic, what is going on here. You may be finding out about this. So this is, I would say that this is like karma is coming back to bite someone in the butt. And I don't feel that this is your energy. Okay, I feel that this is whoever is on your mind, who was all about what they have, what they, the pentacles that they can count, or if you were dealing with someone that was just all about, intimacy and the flesh. And we know that the devil can also mean fears. As I said before, there was fear where commitment was concerned, but it was all about business. It wasn't about building the home. Okay, and whoever is in their ego, because both cards speak of ego. As I said, what goes around comes around. Let's see, for those of you that are fearing not being successful, not being able to cope, maybe even with a vicious circle that you are in. Okay, and this could be in the area of your status, how you are being seen in the world, or anything to do with business. Let's look at the near future with that Eight of Swords, which is a perception, remember. Let's take a look. And we've got the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is air. This is intellect. This is you having gone through a transformation. I do feel, dear Scorpio, that this is you. You are standing strong in your convictions. Again, the Nine of Swords. You are kind of going to get above your fears, because Pluto, which is your ruling planet, is powering up, is giving you the power, okay, to stand strong. We know that the Queen of Swords is someone that is, she's been through her own issues. You guys are going through a transformation. Look at that butterfly right there. And we know that she's holding that Ace of Swords, which is a successful new beginning, but she's also severing ties with whatever she was fearing in the past, with whatever she thought was restrictive to her and her life. Let's look at the position of you with the card of Judgment. And we've got the Hermit. And the Hermit is someone who is enlightened. Now, this is Virgo energy. I think that whatever you are transforming from, you've already gone through the lessons. Now, again, this is very spiritual. As you could see, the enlightenment has come to the Hermit. The Hermit is someone who is looking at those details. They've done, they've stepped back. They've done their homework. They've looked at everything that they've missed, let's say. They've also seen the truth, seeing the truth about their situation, about, the true meaning of life, I want to say. And I feel that for those of you that have done the Virgo thing, and Virgo is all about checking out those details, making sure that you've dotted your I's, crossed your T's, whatever wisdom you've come to, you are going to be sharing that with others. And this could even be a group situation, a situation where you are enlightening others. They're trying to take the wisdom from you. We know that the Hermit is one step before the card of Jupiter and the Wheel of Fortune. What's this Knight of Pentacles in your surroundings? What's that about? And we've got the Page of Pentacles again. So, Page of Pentacles you have in the recent past, Page of Pentacles again, which can be another message coming through. I think that something has started in the recent past, but now you're going to see a continuation of it. Page of Pentacles is holding that Ace, which means money, which means stability, starting something that's proving to be stable for you. And again, Page of Pentacles could be an adolescent child that needs your attention here. Maybe they're wanting to start something of their own that will prove to be very fruitful. Let's look at that Two of Wands in your hopes and fears. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles. There it is. You're obviously hoping for a stable new beginning. Ace of Pentacles can be marriage, commitment, a new business. The fruits of your labor starting to show, where you're starting something that's going to be very long lasting. Ace of Pentacles can also mean, committing, like moving in with someone. I feel as though once this, there is a meeting halfway, that's when this something very real is going to take place for you. For each and every one of you, of course, it's going to be different. Let's see what this Eight of Wands is all about. And we've got the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is someone who takes action, someone who is taking their desire to a distance. Some of you may be traveling for work. Others of you may be dealing with someone who travels a lot for work. Yes, this is a knight. This is not a king. So there is still maturation, growth here, the potential for growth. Knight of Wands can also mean someone that was not ready to settle down. Let's take another card on that Knight of Wands. And we've got the Three of Pentacles. So we go from the Ace to the Three of Pentacles, which does show expansion and growth. This could also, I know that the Three of Pentacles has got to do with work, recognition. Now, because threes are all about expansion, wherever you're taking your desire to, whether this is a desire for a meeting with your beloved or a desire to take your business to the next level through expanding, then it looks like this is what's going to happen. The Three of Pentacles can also mean that there is recognition from this Knight of Wands. This could also mean, it's very similar to me with the Six of Wands, that your efforts are being noticed here. As you can see, he's holding that certificate in his hand. This is also taking place in a church. So don't lose hope. Let's look at the Hierophant. And we've got the Ace of Swords. The truth is coming to light. The Ace of Swords, the ace that you are holding here, dear Scorpio. Some of you may be speaking your truth in relation to anything that's been holding you, feeling as though you are in a restrictive energy. I feel as though you are cutting away whatever has to do with the past that's you've sacrificed a lot for, and this could even be a cycle that you are leaving behind. I know that with the devil here, which is Saturn, that is, you know, Pluto and Saturn are coming together. Therefore, the restrictions for Scorpio should be falling away. Let's look at that materialism card, the devil again. And we've got the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups again, confusion, but also this says that your hard work, having gone through the lessons, is going to give you a lot of choices, and to keep believing. Pisces energy is all about magic, right? Dear Scorpio, what I'm wanting to do is I'm going to take another card on this Page of Pentacles in the external to you. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. This is a message that's coming through. Someone was thinking of sending you that message, starting something new with you. This could be someone from your past, someone who's had to go through their own lessons. This is fresh energy with the Page of Pentacles, right? Let's take, this person was not certain in the past than they were planning. Now they're ready to offer this pentacle. What is this about? And we've got the Knight of Cups as well. And the Knight of Cups is an offer of love. This message could be holding romance behind it. Romance, this is the Knight of Cups, and we know that the Knight of Cups is usually water. Now, dear Scorpio, maybe this is you having offered your cup and it did not come back to you. It was not accepted with the Knight of Pentacles here. Someone was seriously planning, looking at the future. Now, here with the Knight of Cups, it does show that this offer is coming through. There's a lot of red in this card. It could be that this offer is coming back to you. And it's very similar to the Knight of Wands here. So, dear Scorpio, some of you may be making a choice between two people. I will not rule that out. So we have two knights here, no kings. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. I should say 3. So I'm going to take a card on the 3. Now, of course, you would know that because the Knight of Cups is sitting right on top of the Knight of Pentacles, if you are dealing with 2 people, then this could be the same person. For others of you, this could be someone else coming around. Because the Knight of Cups looks very much like the Knight of Wands. For others of you, this could be the same person in 3 different ways. Okay, they started off as very slow, then they picked up pace, let's say with the Knight of Cups, and the final outcome is someone is actually moving in, coming into your life. Now, because we've got the 3 of Pentacles here, it could say that there is a 3rd person in this situation, or that you've got 3 people that are wanting your attention. Let's take my twin flame messages by Mystic Moon. So what the cards are asking of you here is, if you are studying, because some of you may be expanding your education, you know, Sagittarius can also be about higher education. You are receiving the recognition here. You're receiving your diploma, your certificate. Some of you may be doing that at a distant place from home, somewhere far away from home. Let's take one card. First of all, on the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, what's the message? And we have, I'm reminded of you constantly. That's the message with the Knight of Pentacles here. Let's take another card on the Knight of Cups, which is right here. And this could also be a message from you, as I said before. This could be you as well. We have, please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me. Okay. So if this is someone that is coming back to you from the past, they did not stop thinking of you, and they say that don't take it personally. It was not your fault. Let's look at that Knight of Wands, which is at the outcome position. And we have, you've been in my dreams. So dreams do speak of Piscean energy. Maybe this person has got something in Pisces. Now it's interesting that we've got the Hierophant here. So the general energy can mean, yes, commitment, religion, all the things that I said before. There's some sort of an imbalance, and that's why this Ace of Swords is demanded of you. So it's what it's asking you to do is to sever the restrictions, make them fall away, believe in the divine, believe in a divine connection. And that with a Hierophant, this is also a very spiritual energy. So it's saying that Spirit is here, yes. Some of you may also have a spiritual teacher, one that is guiding you. If you've been in a connection where there's been loss in the past, the Hanging Man here is also, you've done the work, like you've connected, you've grown spiritually. For those of you that have had psychological mishaps or difficulties where your self-worth is concerned, you've done the work. You're coming out very strong with that Queen of Swords. Now, I'm going to take one message on this Queen of Swords, which I feel is your energy, dear Scorpio. I feel safer in the silence. Wow. Okay, I feel safer in the silence. I'm going to say, if this is someone that you are dealing with and not yourself, then obviously they're going through their transformation. They're being quiet as they are transforming. There will come the time, though, when once Mercury turns direct, I feel as though this silence will be broken. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to take a Moonology card right now. This is an oracle card. Let's see what the energies of Selene, the moon, how they're playing out in your life from the 1st to the 15th of March for Scorpio, please. What does Scorpio need to know? And we have look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Beautiful. So looking at the bigger picture, this, we know the Sagittarius again is all about faith. It's all about spirit. Look at the bigger picture. We know that Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter and therefore expands. It's very benevolent, very optimistic as well. Full moon in Sag means that something is culminating. Let's read. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? And that's the Nine of Swords, obviously, twice. Fretting over minutiae, I think it's read like that, can be counterproductive. Or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now is the time to count your blessings, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. Now, it does speak of Sagittarius, and I've spoken about Sagittarius a lot, so could you be receiving your rewards and what you desire in the time of Sag, which is around then, November. Okay, additional meanings for this card. This situation may have come around because you've been distracted. Be confident without being overconfident to win the day. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. Find a balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. Now, the teaching of this card says, the full moon in Sagittarius is a time when we are reminded that life is an adventure and there's a big wide world to see beyond our backyard. It's about having fun and being prepared to sail into uncharted territory. It's about big ideas versus the details. No matter when you draw this card, it encourages you to look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is obviously about Sagittarius, and with the Hermit here says that you are still looking at the smaller picture, at the details, dear Scorpio. So some of you, yes, may also have you may be Sag Scorpio cuspers. Know that we know that the full moon in Sagittarius is all about over expanding. Sometimes we can be over emotional as well, or over positive. So be careful with too much over optimism as well. All right, but I do see Sagittarius as blessings here. Nevertheless, dear Scorpio, I hope that this helps you. Hope that it did give you a little bit of clarity. Thank you so much for being here and all that you do for my channel. Sending you much love and much light. Bye-bye.